Well, hi there. One of the first videos I ever made was on ratios, and I just found another worksheet that some students were asking about, and I thought I will go through this worksheet, and it does cover a lot of the information that's on my first video on ratios. So you're welcome to watch that first, but I'll quickly recap by going through this worksheet here with you. So what is a ratio? A ratio compares two numbers with the same units. We can't forget that it's the same units, okay? So centimeters, centimeters, or meters and meters, etc. We can write a ratio in three different ways, which the other video covers as well. In words, in colon form, which is the most common, or in fraction form. We're going to fill out a table here below together in just a second. The order of the terms is very important, okay? A ratio can have more than two terms, so there can be more than two. It doesn't just have to have two. The ones below seem to have just two. And since all the terms in a ratio have the same units, a ratio does not really have units. You don't really have to write units down, okay? It says determine the ratio of consonants to vowels for each word. In the first one here, in words, it was 5 to 3. Let's see. Consonants are letters that are not vowels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them. How many vowels are there? 1, 2, 3. So 5 to 3. There's 5 consonants to 3 vowels. In colon form, you'd write it 5 colon 3 or 5 dot dot 3. And in fraction form, 5 over 3. Okay, so let's do it on this one. How many consonants do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're doing it in word form. So 6 to, how many vowels do we see? 1, 2. 6, 2, 2. A little bit difficult to say. I should make sure that I did it correctly. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Let's see if there's 8 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be good. Let's write it in colon form. And notice the order is important. We know the first one is consonants, and the next word, or the next number, is vowels. Okay, they have to be in that order. You couldn't write it 2 to 6. You couldn't do it in the opposite way. You have to go with the way the question asked, okay? Consonants first, and then vowels. Same with writing it as a fraction. Okay? We could reduce this fraction, but that's a whole nother lesson, and it's something I've already have other videos on. But it would be, 6 divided by 2 is actually 3, so it could be reduced to 3 over 1. But that's another video, and in this case, it's not necessary. Here we're just practicing the 3 different forms. Let's go to the next page and see what we have here. Write the following ratios in 3 different ways. Remember that ratios have the same units. So what we're going to do here is change meters to centimeters, and then we'll have the same units. I think that will be the easiest. So I'm going to change 2 meters to 200 centimeters. And again, that's another video if you want to know how to change meters to centimeters. And it's to 13 centimeters. So it'd be 200 to 13. That's the most common way to write it. We could write 200 to 13, or 200 over 13 as a fraction. Let's try the next one. 2 years to 34 months. Well, let's change the years into months so that we're not dealing with decimals or anything like that. So 2 years is really 24 months. Okay? So we would write 24 to 34, 24 to 34, or as a fraction, 24 over 34. And let's do one last question. The wingspan of a model plane is 35 centimeters. The wingspan of the actual plane is 49 meters. Write the ratio of the model's measurement to the plane's actual measurement. I think we're just going to do it with the colon. We're going to write something here and something here, but before we do that, we should change each of these to, I'm going to pick centimeters here, because that way we're not dealing with decimals. So 49 meters to centimeters, well, if you remember how to change meters to centimeters, you just jump over the decimal 2 hops over to the right. So it would be 4,900 or 4,900 centimeters. And the original one, or the model plane, was 35 centimeters. The actual one is 4,900 or 4,900 centimeters. You don't have to put the units, you just write it like this and you're good to go. Okay, just a really quick recap on ratios. Good luck.